Not really. I mean, we talked to him about the scheme part of it, obviously, and Coach Freeze will talk to him about certain things. But the big thing as an offensive coach, we talk about execution. We've got to execute and understand what we're doing, understand what they're trying to do to stop us, and play good football.
Dan, what was the execution like in the red zone? What went wrong for you guys in the red zone last year?
It was partly that they had a good scheme, partly that as a coaching staff, myself, I didn't have a good enough plan for it, and sometimes we had some guys open and whatever, either we didn't hit them, we got bad protection, whatever it was. So it was a true team effort. But I said earlier, as the offensive coordinator, I've got to have a good plan down there, and that's the thing that we obviously have worked on a lot here in the off season.
Talk a little bit about Laquan Treadwell being kind of thrown in the fire slot after being moved inside.
Right. Well, it's going to be interesting to see how he handles it. He's done a great job for us. He's physical. He can block in there. He knows how to find spots in the zone, and he's got great hands. So he's got all the potential. It's just once the light come on, we'll see how he handles it. But so far, he's handling it great.
And Bo's health in your mind?
He's fine. He's obviously hadn't taken a hit since last year, but the structure of his shoulder is 100%. He just had to work his way up to get the strength back in the throwing motion. But right now he's throwing. We haven't limited his throws here in about 2 weeks, so we feel like he's ready to go.
Soreness gone, all that.
Yeah.
You mentioned Treadwell. We saw some of the things he did in camp, but is there a concern that first college game, big stage, I mean, will he have to work through some of that, or is he just a special kid?
Well, you never know until the lights come on.
Yeah.
So we'll see how he handles it. But so far, he's acted like a third or fourth year guy. So we'll see how it all plays out here.
Hugh was concerned or expressed concern about Bo's decisions early in camp, first week in camp.
Mm-hmm.
Did he improve from there?
Definitely. I mean, we were just talking about it today. We had a couple of drills against the defense, and we have a certain play that there's 3 different reads, and we ran it 3 times in a row just to see how he would react. And he hit all 3 different reads, which I don't think I've ever seen that happen. So it just shows you that he's going through his progressions, he's throwing it on time, and he's making good decisions.
Just talk about Wallace's connection with Dante and Moncrief. Obviously, those guys go to one another a lot. Just how good of a player is Dante and that connection the 2 players have?
Dante is just a special player. I mean, he's a guy that you don't have to be a brain surgeon to figure out if I got him singled up, and I'm not sure what's going on over here, I'm going to throw it over there where Dante is, and he'll make a play for you. So that's sort of our plan is if they single him up, we're going to try to take advantage of it.
Are Bo's decisions, is that his biggest obstacle in terms of reducing the interceptions?
Well, yeah, no doubt. Last year because of his arm situation, a couple of those interceptions were because his arm was not as strong as what his brain is telling him, hey, that guy's open, you can make this throw, and he throws in it, and it just doesn't get there. But a good portion of them were just poor decisions, and he knows it. We went through it, obviously, and watched him hundreds of times. So that's the thing that we've been working on, is decision-making.
Was it hard for you to evaluate him in that regard last year because of the shoulder?
No, like I said, you can tell if he's got a guy wide open and the ball just doesn't get there, that's not a bad decision. That's just you couldn't get it there. But if you're rolling out and you think you can fit it in this little hole and there's 2 guys standing right there and you throw it right to one of them, that's a bad decision.
No, you probably called it just kind of